The bad guys. The black man is always the bad guy. Why? Look at all the movies. We are happy to get a role in Hollywood movies, but we are always going to be the bad guy. You know, all the white Bayamulengis, they use you as a bad guy. You want to play a bro in Hollywood movies? Prepare to be a bad guy. Because the black man is the devil. Not until the day the car tire become a white tire, black man will always going to be a second fiddle. Look at what is happening in Africa. The white people are giving money to Sierra Leone junta to wage war in West Africa, 100 and something million euro. Less than how much Dangote can just give to you as a token. Africa president is happy to go and set a war in another country. Who's going to look after the people? Where is the refugee going to go? Have you think about that? Look at what American people is trying to force Nigeria to do, to send 300,000 Ecuadorian into Nigeria. All these are all dead criminals. Criminals that tattoo the forehead, their heads. You want Africans to take them. You want Nigeria to take them. Based on what? Based on what? You don't issue African visa. You impose tariff on Africans, and you still want Africans to take your criminals. Why can't you send them back to their own country? These are all citizens of America that have become a criminal in your country, and you want to send it to Africa because Africa, their back is already bent. If not because we have useless presidents and useless senators and useless governors, do you think the black people will leave their home? That is the first thing you have to ask yourself. Yeah, Nigeria will release Boko Haram in the street and say they have rehabilitated them. It's a good place. Psychologists, let's send them 300 prisoners from America so they can rehabilitate them. Once a criminal will always remain a criminal. Why would you want to send hardened criminals to Africa? Because the black man is always going to be the bad guy. He's always going to be the bad guy. Look at the whole country. It's flooded. No drainage. No pipe-borne water. The whole of Africa continent is drinking from a plastic bottle. Is that not a shame? For 200 and something million people be drinking water from the plastic bottle. Is that not a shame? What happened to our tap? What happened to our water reservoir? The president is budgeting money for boreholes. Is that not a shame? You want to buy a street light for 200 and something million. Is that not a shame? Tell me why European president will not go and tell African president we are sending our criminals there, or we are sending all the refugees back, so we got to bring it to your country. It's just the way they see you. You see the reason why Traore is holding on to power, don't want anything to frustrate it, because he believes he can fix his country, and he's fixing it. And every other people, African countries, instead of them to learn from him, they are being jealous and receiving aid to cause trouble in your own house. What kind of a life is that? Sierra Leone president, are you living or you are thinking? You that is a junta, you come to power through military, through the military coup. You want to go and remove another coup leader that is doing more better than you. Instead of you to fix your whole country, you are busy collecting money from Europe to destroy your whole country. You were lucky the other day they didn't take you out. Believe me, Africa will never be free until all the continent get rid of democracy, because democracy in Africa is exploitation of the mineral resources. They never tell you, they tell you the democracy is the government of the people, for the people, and by the people. It's a lie. It's a government of mineral resources exploitation. Until Africans wake up and start thinking for themselves, the problem of the bad guys will not stop. They started it from the movie scene. It's not happening in reality. Traore never allowed them to take you out. Take them out before they take you out, because at the end of the day, Africa is the homeland for every one of us. We all want to go home one day and be happy. You know, it's not just a problem of the military. The whole country, everyone is involved. When one finger touches the oil, the rest are involved. You know, you give money to a Nigerian to do something for you, they will eat the money because they believe you're in Europe, you're not going to come the next day. And then yet they blame the president. So every one of them is corrupt. Every one of us, we are all corrupt. That's what I have to say to you guys. Until we start learning and doing the right thing, instead of saying, oh, this doesn't concern me, let me go and collect my own. At the end of the day, look at Ring Road. For the first in history, it's flooded. The Ring Road is almost 900 years old, and it started getting flooded. The drainage is all blocked, and nobody is doing anything about it. How many governors have ruled Edo State? Common single drainage they are unable to make. You can't imagine how deplorable the state has become, an ancient city has become. Because we keep on voting for the bad guys. Keep on voting for the bad guys. One day, you guys will realize, until the elders start respecting the dignity of the little children, they will never learn. My brothers and sisters, this is where I end my story. Remain the bad guys. Because until the car tire become a white, Africa will never learn. Respect.